Hello and welcome back to day 7, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that actually, because I am super tired. I just woke up, got a bowl of soup, yeah. So I'm uploading day 6 today in a bit. But an amazing day yesterday, 94.6K. Um yeah, let's oh wow, that's okay. I guess we didn't sell anything. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Um, yeah, I mean, we've got tons of gold to work with, which is great. These are all level 25 pets, so we won't mess with those. Um, I've kind of just been throwing these up for whatever. Let's post it for 48. Yeah. So 57.99, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for those. And for these, yeah. Um, wow, didn't sell anything. That's unfortunate, but I mean, we sold so much stuff last night. I can't even be upset. Um, we also did some Mythic Zeros last night. I bought some food and some. I guess that's all I bought is some food. I'm gonna go ahead and dump all this in the bank and probably get back to running some old raids. And then later on today, I think we're running heroic. Um, I think our guild is running heroic, and we're gonna tag along. And also, we're gonna run some Mythic Plus today, some Mythic 10s and above today. I'll hopefully get some gear. But yeah, should be good. Hope you enjoy.
So now that we have a lot of money, we can actually start doing some investments I wanted to do early on, but didn't really want to risk the gold we had. So first off is Darkmoon decks. Obviously, it's not, excuse me, it's not worth crafting the cards anymore. But as you can see here, it's definitely worth buying the cards and putting the decks together yourself. Obviously, this is going to change for items, but we can only throw together one Squall's deck right now because of this card, but let's just go ahead and do it. As you can see, I gotta make sure. Okay, I gotta cancel it too. I gotta make sure I don't buy any like stacks higher than one. But I think we just spent about maybe 9 or 10K, and we can sell those when we throw it together for 20K. Let me go ahead and cancel it to Squalls before I forget, since we already have that card. So RST. Okay, 2 of Squalls. So that was just Squalls. Now let's take a look at what's a Tides deck go for. Yeah, Tide Spray Linen. We'll sort by name here. So the Darkmoon deck Tides goes for 15K, and let's see. Looks like we've got 8 cards. So 500 gold, 1,000 gold, 3.3. Okay, so still 3.3, 3.8, 4.8, 5.8. Again, we're restricted because there's only 1/5 of the tides, but I mean, it's we just spent 5.8K, and did I just buy the 4 of the tides? It's like shifting around when I buy it. It's weird. But 5.8K, and we could sell it for 15K. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. I would buy more if there was more 5 of the tides, but there's no reason in buying these cards if we don't have it. Next, we'll take a look at blockades. Blockades going for 20K. I don't know why these prices are so high. They feel so high, but maybe they're not. But we got 4.4, 6.4, 7.4, 8.4, 9.4, 10, 10.5. The 5 of blockades is really high, but you know, it'll still be profit if the decks sell. I'm going to go ahead and buy out 2 of them because well, actually, let's go make sure that there are two of each card that are relatively cheap, and it doesn't just like there's one card that's really cheap and then it just jumps up. Yeah, see, like right here, it's 400 gold, but then it jumps up 1.2k, and yeah, that's okay. Actually, which I saw that we have some of these cards. Is it only? So we have one ace of the blockades. So let's just buy one of these. Um, there's two eights, so we'll buy both of these. The margins on this one aren't very good, but you know, it's still gonna be worthwhile. As long as we sell one, we pay for the other, and then the other one's just, or I mean, if we sell one of these decks, it'll pay for both. And at the end of the day, that second deck is just pure profit. Did I sort by the highest price? Wait, no, I think we're okay. I bought okay, I did buy them really high. God damn it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Did I buy? You know what? Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. There's still gonna be profit. Um, so let's see. We need the ace of blockades here. Grab that. And last one is the Fathoms deck. Now the Fathoms deck should be the most profit. Hopefully. Well, that card's really cheap. Um, oh, Fathoms deck is 20k too, but there's not really much of a margin, it looks like, because it's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, there's like a 1k margin on it, so we won't really bother with that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the mailbox. We did buy a couple of items. Um, we bought the schematic Sure Strike goggles we actually found on the Undermined Journal, 300 gold, worth about 10k. The Splendid Ice Shard Bite we sniped 100 gold, worth about 6k. And the Spider Acolyte leggings bought for 70 gold and worth about 5k. So, um, yeah, perfect. So let's go ahead and. Oh, I totally forgot we had stuff in our inventory. Oh well, it's okay. All messed up. Okay, so we just mailed over all the cards and we're just gonna throw them together. Hopefully this will be profitable and we can just use these cards we have later on. But yeah, there we go. 4 decks easily made. I think we kind of burned a lot on this, but each deck should go for about 20k. So that's 80k in decks, and we spent about 30k making them all. We would have spent less if we just used our cards, but again, it's not a big deal. I just kind of completely blanked on it, but we'll just send this back and we'll throw it up. We're about to do some island expeditions with the guild. Get those busted out. We can really use that AP. I don't think that'll get us to 380. I think we need quite a lot. Uh, it'll get us about half we need to get the item, or not 380, but item neck level 37, and that will get us our 4th trait here on our shoulders. So, um, did our mailbox refresh over here? No, how long to refresh? 17 seconds. Yeah, I'm just gonna post these up. What's up, boys? We just got doing. Oh my God, there's so many people here. What's my FPS? 25. Jesus Christ. We just got done doing a whole load of Mythic Plus. We did like an 11 and a 10 freehold. We did a 10 underrot, an 11 waycrest, 12 told, like tons of Mythic Plus today, as well as some lower ones. But we got a couple of pieces. We got 2 rings, both item level 400, and both with the socket actually. So that's actually really good. So let's go ahead and throw this gem in here. I put welfare enchants on them just because, yeah, well, welfare. If we get 415 rings, I'll definitely put the good enchants on them, but for now, that's fine. We did get an Ignition's Mage Fuse, really good trinket. Um, Probably one of the best ones we could have gotten from Mythic. plus. Unfortunately, it's only 385, but that's okay. It's better than anything we had before. We also got some bracers, a cloak, and yeah, I mean, that's about it. But that did put us up to 388 item level. We are super close to a neck level, but we also did get an offhand. Unfortunately, we still don't have a main hand to pair it with. But yeah, we have sold a couple things and sniped a couple things, but I think I'm gonna wait till I wrap up tonight to do that because I think we are actually going to do some raiding tonight. Um, but yeah, I need to do some research, I need to do some simming, and I need to prep for raid. But 388 now, pretty good. The Mythic Pluses were pretty fun. This will hopefully build up our IO some. We still don't have a siege, which is bad, but we did get our weight crest up. We got our Toad Nagor up. Um, so we just have a couple more dungeons that we need to get up. We did a 12 temple as well, so that'll show up. We did go over the time, unfortunately. We attempted to invis past some of the packs, but that just went poorly. But it's okay. We did complete 12, and we will be getting a 410 at the end of the week, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go prep for this raid, and I'll see you guys tonight. So we just got out of something pretty cool. Mythic Champions of Light. The guild I'm joining and I'm going to be raiding with hopefully sooner rather than later. Let me sneak in on that first boss. They're currently 3 out of 9, but they're like really close to being 4 out of 9. And, you know, yeah, stuff like that, whatever. But they've got quite a large raid team, but I'm not really geared enough to really like, I don't know how to say it, do Mythic yet. Hopefully on heroic, I'll get in and I'll get some better gear, like better Azurite gear and all that kind of stuff. But we did get a 415 dagger off of Mythic Champions of Light, which is perfect. I'm actually just about to send over an enchant. Um, I kind of wanted to put in the video that I did dump about. So we spent 10k on the flask. We bought a bunch of prolonged pots. I think maybe 4 or 5k worth. We bought 20 battle pots just in case. I didn't pop them on the first boss just because they happen on the farm. I just brought it just in case they bring me into a boss and we like need to kill it, whatever. Um, and I also bought. Well, I didn't buy. I bought the gems. The gems are really cheap. These enchants I got from the guild, and I just bought this torrent development. So we spent a fair chunk of money so far, about 30k. But that's just kind of the expense of raiding. But I really do enjoy raiding, so I don't really see it as a huge setback. But since I'm currently being sat right now, hopefully I'll get in on a later boss, but I'm not going to really count on it right now. I kind of wanted to show what we've done on the sniper today so far. So we're at 12k right now, but take a look at this. 78k in the mailbox. Let's get these expires out of here. So starting from the bottom of sales, we sold that crafted alchemy trinket. We sold some random materials. These were the Burning Crusade. I believe they're the rep materials. So 21k for those. Pet, some Storm Silver ore. We sold 2 of the blockades decks, and we sold that 350 belt, which is weird because I don't think the 370 belt's sold yet. So it's weird that I don't know what the deal with that is, but let's go ahead and collect all that. We also sniped some items. We got this recipe worth about 35k, a very rare world drop Burning Crusade recipe for 20 gold. We got a battle pet, 300 gold, worth about 6k. Some random axe. Got this codex. We got another Burning Crusade rare world drop, 150 gold, worth about 4k. And this dagger, 400 gold, worth about 7k. And last but not least, we got this item level 400 heroic waste. Got it for 28K, worth about 65. So really good. Just go in and collect all this stuff. Um, I'm guessing since it's raid day, a lot of people are kind of like buying items because I sold those two blockades like back to back to different people. Oh, we even sold a Squall's deck. Wow. I'm gonna see if I can put together a couple more decks and hopefully we'll sell those too. We still have a tides up. But yeah, I'm gonna post these items and see if I can throw together a couple more decks.
Well, that's about gonna wrap it up for me for this episode. But today is the seventh day of the week, so sorry, I'm sniping some things. Don't mind me. It is actually the next morning, but it was super late last night. I had a migraine and I was really tired. But yeah, let's kind of wrap up the first week of the account. So we started on Horde on the server uh, Connected Vecnalash, something like that. Um, it was pretty good. You know, we got to level 120 in about a day and a half. Um, After we hit 120, you know, we kind of just grinded normals and heroics and world quests, and I think we did I can't remember if we did a couple of mysteries, but either way, by the end of the second day, we were already 370, which was really good. Um, After getting to 370, uh, I think we started to work a little bit on leveling our professions and doing a bit of gold farming. Oh no, that was after we switched. So we got the 370. We continued on in Mythic Zeros and Mythic Plus, and I kind of felt like the server I was on was really slow, low pop. I think on the third day we hit 1 million auction value, despite the server being very slow. It was just that in the 3 days I hadn't sold a single transmog item. I think on the fourth day I sold my first transmog item, and it was only one item. So, you know, uh, it was very slow. But like I said, if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of time to play, you could probably be pretty successful on one of those servers because using like the Undermine journal and stuff like that, every time you log in, you can kind of just buy some items and repost them. And it's not going to be a fast, you know, you're not going to sell stuff very fast, but you'll probably make enough for a bond the first month, the first 2 months. And then as you build up that value, eventually it'll go up. But what you could do is you could really sit on one of those servers for a couple months, pick up a lot of really good, you know, items for relatively cheap, fill like a whole guild bank full of it, and your personal bank and uh, your bags, and then you could transfer. You could actually transfer your guild bank and your character full of those items, like items you might have spent 100, 200K on, but it's worth like millions of gold, and you could transfer that to a higher pop server and just start selling it. You know, that's always an option. You would easily pay off the transfer and then some, and probably the first month if you had enough items. I mean, like the first, so I think we switched over here day 4, day 5, and I mean, like the first night, like I transferred over at night, and the first night we had already sold that auction control module as well as some other little stuff. And then the next day we sold the Arctic Belt of Life, both being 20K sales. You know, it's important to be on a good server, and it's unfortunate that a large majority of the servers are really bad. And and you know, if you kind of think about it, that could be the downfall of WoW. You know, there's so many garbage servers, and as good as Storm Rage and all those servers are, those really high pop servers, they're kind of garbage themselves as well, just because you have so many players that, you know, if you try to do stuff on the auction house, you're gonna get undercut almost immediately. There's so many people that just sit on the auction house, do what I do, and snipe all day. You know, servers like that, I feel like the only way you can make money is just to farm current world materials. You know, whether that's ore, herbs, or enchanting. Like, I don't know, farm gear to disenchant. Because trade skill professions like alchemy and blacksmithing and tailoring are almost never profitable on a server like that just because everybody's doing it. Everybody wants to level their alchemy, so they don't care if they lose money. They just farm the herbs and then they craft the herbs into potions to level their alchemy, and then they sell the alchemy potions for way less than it costs them to actually make. But then you got the flip end, and you get these really dead servers where nothing sells. And, there's some stuff on there. But again, trade skill mats will sell pretty fast on those servers. You know, um, you might have to cancel and repost a couple of times in case you get undercut by somebody that posts a lot. But you can still make probably the same amount of money you can on a high pop server on a low pop server. Um, Difference on the high pop, low pop is kind of the value of all those extra items like the transmog. If you go farming transmog on a high pop server, the major like 90% of the transmog you farm will be worthless. Even if on the low pop server it's going to be worth something, just because there's so many other people that the only items that are worth anything are the super rare items, like the 1 million gold transmogs from Oldemon, or like the 60 or 70k items from, you know, super rare drops like Shadowfang and, stuff like that. So, uh, you got to find like the middle ground between the two, and I think I found a pretty good server. Um, Pretty much like any high pop server. But I shouldn't say that because I'm pretty sure their realm status is uh it's not exact. Like there's a server on the server list that says it's a full pop server, but it's more like a medium pop or a low pop server. And it's weird, and it's probably just because like whatever server they're hosting it on can only like support so many people that it's like buggy that way. So even though it says it's a full server, but it's like half the size of a normal server, something like that. So it's really hard to determine what's a good server and what's not, and maybe that's something that Blizzard needs to kind of fix. And I don't know how you fix that other than just merging servers all over again. You know, I think combining Alliance and Horde auction houses was a really good idea, but I think so many more people have quit ever since they last merged servers that they need to start merging servers again. But it's okay. That's for another time. Going back to us, we did a lot of tens yesterday. We didn't get much gear. Like the first plus 10 we did, we got 3 pieces of gear, and then we did like 4 more plus 10s and got nothing. We did do Mythic Champions, so we got this 415 dagger, and that brings us up to about 391. Our guild is raiding Mythic again tonight. I don't think I'll be going to that just because of my item level. Maybe I will. If they down the boss they're on right now, I think they're still struggling with Grong. If they down that, they might bring me onto progression just so I know, like, kind of have an idea of what needs to be done on that fight, because after Mythic tonight, tomorrow is Heroic night. So I'll definitely be going to that. I'll probably get funneled a lot of gear, and we'll be running plus 10s throughout the week. So hopefully before next Mythic night, we will be over 400. Um, that might be a little bit too unreasonable, but I think we'll be close because we'll have the Battle of Dark Shore. I think that comes up in a couple of hours if it's not already. That'll give us a 400. Heroic is all 400, and then you include like War Forges, Titan Forges. I've got 2 bonus rolls. I bonus rolled on Mythic Champions, didn't get anything. and we've got the weekly cash that's going to be another 410, and then we're going to be running probably some tens. Like I don't know how many, but we should be good. Like how many? We're super close to the battle for Darkshore. Let's go ahead and just grab this Azurite. But yeah, our neck level is 37. I think that's pretty good. I think 37 is what we need to get all the DPS traits from heroic gear or mythic gear, 415 gear. So we're set on that, but I'm gonna continue to do our Champions of Azeroth world quests as well as any AP world quests I can do, just because more is better. And if we can get the defensives from our gear, that'll be even better for our mythic, because we've got insta cast spells only for 4.5k. A lot of my spells as Frost is insta cast. We've got a 13k shield every 30 seconds, and I got Long Strider just for farming old raids, but Gemhide would probably be better. Uh, Maybe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this series, and I hope you enjoy this episode. We did end off, you saw the clip before, about 90k. Um, so we're doing very good on this server. I mean, we sold all those Dark Moon decks, which reminds me we got to put together some more again today. We sold two other level 120 BOEs. Um, and I haven't even checked the mailbox yet this morning, so we might have sold even more stuff. But I'm going to get this video out and start on the next one.